Welcome back. Before we went to break, I mentioned snow in North Dakota, not necessarily from the sky, but on the ground. Believe it or not, some snow piles found down in Kidder County. This taken just to the south of Tappan, North Dakota, and there were piles of snow found beneath manure. So yeah, snow still being found across the state, and that's from last winter. And it's a pretty interesting sight to say that many of us had triple digits over the summer, but the seasons are changing and our daylight hours continue to decrease. Tonight is going to be our last 8 o'clock or later sunset here in Minot, and the next time that's going to happen March 22nd of 2024. Eventually, Williston will be seeing and feeling the effects of this as well. But for now, the big story is going to be the smoke. Not very much across north central North Dakota right now, but as those fires still burn in Canada, we're picking up on some light to moderate smoke across parts of north central and northwestern North Dakota. The plume will make its way south and eastward overnight, so we will be looking at a little bit of increasing smoke. However, not as bad for, let's say, our morning commute, but as we get closer to the noon hour, you'll notice another plume of smoke forecast to make its way out of Canada into central and western North Dakota. But as we go into your Saturday, though, things should be at least letting up just a bit across the region. We're 73 degrees right now at Minot International, 74 in Garrison, Bismarck in the 70s as well. That northwest wind, thanks to those two cold fronts pushed through, giving us a nice little breeze around 18 miles per hour. There's that front with more moisture from the Gulf impacting them and giving showers and thunderstorms from Minnesota all the way down into Nebraska. No moisture here. We just had very light accumulation across our region. But for the moment, things are looking good for Minot. However, there are a few light returns across parts of Montana and just to the north of Williston. So a weak low disturbance could bring a couple of showers to parts of central North Dakota later tonight. You can see some of those clouds on our Williston Skywatch camera, as well as the leaves starting to change color. We've been seeing that here across north central North Dakota over the past few weeks. So light smoke for tonight, otherwise mostly clear sky. We'll be starting out the morning in the upper 40s and low 50s, and for your Friday afternoon, look forward to cooler temperatures with likely upper 60s and low 70s for our daytime highs, and a rather sunny sky is going to prevail as well. So things are looking pretty decent for now. A little bit breezy though. A breeze again on Sunday, but notice highs will be in the 80s for Sunday and Monday. So another round of summer heat underway, and then we're back into the 70s and 60s for the middle and end of next week.
All right, thank you so much for that, Henry.